welcome to this episode of Stacy's Kitchen. And on today's episode, it's going to be quite a treat, making two of my favorites my way. So I'm going to be doing a veggie lasagna, which is so yummy, and also my homemade style fried chicken. So stay tuned for that treat. So I'm going to start with dicing my vegetables. So as I said, it's a veggie lasagna. So my ingredients today that I will be using will consist of everything that you see here: some sweet peppers, tomatoes, pimentos, some black beans, and my tomato sauce. And also we can't forget our yummy cheese. So I'm going to start to chop my vegetables. Now you can chop whatever size you want because it normally will melt down. So I'm just going to be cubing my sweet peppers. And as you can see, I love the color. The colorfulness makes your food look more appetizing as well. And just a reminder, the full recipes will be posted. Our WhatsApp number is 393ACTN, and thank you very much. A couple people have been reaching out to me on my Stacy's Kitchen number, which is 287-5582 also. Guys, you can message me on Instagram as well. It's SammyCS1010. And also there's a Stacy's Kitchen page on Facebook. All right, so like I said, you don't have to chop it the way I am. You can actually just thinly slice the sweet peppers. But I'm putting them in cubes. Alright, so I'm just going to put these right back here. And as you can see, I have some fresh parsley and thyme. And we're going to chop up our onions as well. So what I'm going to do with all these vegetables, I'm going to saute it for just a little bit. And in that way, your cooking time is faster. So guys, again, you can see that, I try to simplify these recipes. Sometimes we rush in, it's a school day. You want to make something tasty, yet affordable. So I'm also dicing my tomatoes. Alright, so I'm just going to slice some of my garlic very thin. Also, Chatak has a really nice garlic, a pureed garlic. I don't want to say garlic sauce because then you're going to think it's a garlic sauce we put on barbecue chicken and stuff like that. It's a pureed garlic to cook with. And garlic and ginger is really, really nice in lasagna and stuff like that. Especially if you're not putting any meat in it. We just want to flavor it up a bit more. So I have my pimentos. Now I didn't de-seed them because it's not hot. But to me, the seeds in a pimento gives a lot of flavor. I wouldn't say kick because it's not hot, but let's say flavor. Alright, so I'm also going to chop up some of my parsley. And I have some of these lovely thyme. Love thyme. Alright, so I'm done with most of my chopping, and so we're going to start setting up our lasagna. But before that, I'm just going to saute everything for just maybe about 3 minutes, if so much. Alright, so I'm going to be adding some of Chattak's oregano mix to give it that Italian flavor. I'm also going to be using the chili powder for a little kick. Also some Chattak's paprika for that smoky flavor. I'm also going to be using some fresh ground seasoning. And I'm going to be putting some salt. All right, so now I'm going to be adding the black beans to the mixture. So this black bean was pre-steamed or pre-cooked. Makes life a little bit easier. See how beautiful that looks? This is a meal you can also use around Easter time if you're fasting. So you have your proteins, you have your veggies, your spice. And I sauteed this with a bit of olive oil. Alright, so I'm going to add the rest of my black beans. This time of the year, lots of people using beans. Everything is peas, it's pigeon peas, it's black beans, it's red beans. Now, there are other recipes that people use a lot of the red beans to do stuff with lasagna or chilies. You know, it's basically the same method. All right, so I'm going to let this saute for about 5 to 6 minutes again, just for all the flavors to sort of combine. And I'm going to organize my pasta noodles, my lasagna noodles, to set up for baking.
Welcome to the Chattak's Kitchen, where it's tastier and spicier. For even more taste, cook with Chattak's Amchar Masala, saffron, ground jeera and black pepper. Mix in Chattak's mild, spicy or Madras curry. Get a burst of excitement with a mango amchar, homestyle and mango kuchila, lime and pepper chunks, West Indian hot sauce and lime pepper sauce. Plus, Chattak's tamarind and mango chutneys are perfect with kalori and sahina. So make your kitchen a Chattak kitchen. Chattak's fruit products, bringing good taste to life.
Before I lay my noodles out, I'm going to make my little special tomato sauce. So I'm going to start with some diced tomatoes, some garlic, and a piece of ginger, And of course, I'm going to be using some fresh parsley. And also some thyme. And I'm going to be putting some of the Chattox oregano. And a little dash of salt. So I'm just utilizing all my fresh herbs and spices here. All right, so we're making our own, basically, pasta sauce. All right, so I am just going to lay some of this on the bottom of my baking dish. So I sprayed the dish a bit with some non-stick spray. That sauce looks amazing and it smells amazing. Let me make some room. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the water from the tomatoes. Spread it there. Let me move this out of the way. So I have my oven. I have my oven heating already. So let me bring this closer. All hands on deck. So I'm going to be spreading my noodles. So keep in mind this is hot. So you might want a little help from the tongue. All right, so I have my first set here. All right, and sometimes you don't want the lasagna overly packed with the pasta noodle. So you want it nice and light. All right, so I have a mixture of regular cheese and some mozzarella here. So I'm just going to put a little coating here, like this. And to be honest, you can use any cheese of your choice. There are lots of vegan options as well. So we're going to sprinkle some of this oregano again. I want to put a little more paprika for the smoky taste that I like. All right, so time to pack up my lasagna. And the filling tastes amazing. I love black beans, guys. All right, so the amount that I made here could actually make 2 full-size lasagnas. Time for some more cheese. Actually, no, let me add some more of the tomato sauce. Guys, you should smell the sauce. And we leave a little bit for the top. Can't go wrong with more cheese, right? All right, so we're going to cover up our lasagna. All right, so I'm packing on that mozzarella. All right, so I'm just going to drizzle on the rest of my homemade pasta sauce. Gonna spread it around a little bit. Yummy. All right, so let me just sprinkle a little more of the Italian seasoning. All right, so I'm gonna put some parsley, some freshly chopped parsley to the top. And just a drizzle of olive oil for a little crunch. And there you have it, guys. My veggie lasagna is ready to be baked. So my oven is already preheating. I'm going to leave this to bake for about 40 to 45 minutes, and then we're going to start our fried chicken. So I'll see you in 2 minutes.
Welcome to the Chattak's Kitchen, where it's tastier and spicier. For even more taste, cook with Chattak's Amchar Masala, saffron, ground jeera and black pepper. Mix in Chattak's mild, spicy or Madras curry. Get a burst of excitement with a mango amchar, homestyle and mango kuchila, lime and pepper chunks, West Indian hot sauce and lime pepper sauce. Plus, Chattak's tamarind and mango chutneys are perfect with kalori and sahina. So make your kitchen a Chattak kitchen. Chattak's fruit products, bringing good taste to life.
Alright, so time for our Homestyle, Stacy style fried chicken. So I'm going to show you a couple little tricks into getting that nice crunchy batter. And making sure that your fried chicken, it's more of a comfort food, right? So I have my chicken pieces already cut and washed up, and special thanks to Ravi's Poultry for always supplying us with these amazing poultry supplies. The chickens are always so tender. It's not dry or stuff like that. So thank you again to Ravi's Poultry. And guys, they are located on Bamboo Junction. So make sure and check them out. So now it's time to season our chicken. So I'm using leg and thigh today. And I'm going to be using some of Chattak's bottle seasoning, which is a lifesaver. I'm also going to be using, I have some salt in here already and some freshly ground seasoning. I'm going to be using the Chattak's oregano as well. Also, the paprika and the chili, it's also a product of Chattak. Thank you guys so much. So I put mine in my bottles. All right, so I'm also going to be using a bit of fresh garlic. And also some ginger. So guys, simple yet very effective, right? So now I'm just gonna mix all of this together. And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. It's all in the cooking field. Okay, so quick and easy, yet tasty. And I'm gonna show you the trick one of the tricks to getting your batter crunchy, which I know a lot of people would be interested in. A simple thing called cornstarch. So we're going to be adding it to the flour. I know some people don't like to give out their secrets, but cornstarch, yes, makes your batter crunchy. So I'm going to be adding some salt. And of course, my paprika. Guys, again, all products, spices, herbs, courtesy Chattak Foods. our lovely chicken pieces, courtesy Ravi's Poultry. And remember, the full recipes will be posted. So you will get a detailed view of, everything that I've used. So I'm using black pepper, my oregano, chili powder, paprika, black pepper, cornstarch, and of course our chatak loose curry powder. Makes a lot of the difference. All right, so I'm also going to be using some of the chatak ginger powder as well. On that note, we can't forget our ginger powder in the batter. Now I use fresh ginger in the chicken, but I'm putting the powder in the batter. All right, so I'm just going to give it a little stir. All right, so there you have it, your batter for our homemade style fried chicken. So we'll go with the legs first. So guys, look at this. So I'm dredging it in the seasoned flour. Now, if you look at this, I have ice in water. So I'm going to give it a ice bath. One dip, then you put it back in here. So that gives it the flakiness. All right, so we have that there. So again, in our well-seasoned flour, then into the ice bath. But you don't want to leave it too long because you don't want all the seasonings to wash off. Then back on the counter there. So we're not using any milk and any eggs, because a lot of us have allergies to those things. So a simple ice bath, I'm gonna do the job. So let me tell you, when you season your chicken for fried chicken, there are lots of ways that you can do stuff. You don't have to do exactly what I am doing, but I am just trying to simplify it and also make it affordable, yet very, very tasty. So you can add, the thing is, what you have to look at is don't add too much salt. You can add all your spices, your herbs, but you see the salt? Always be mindful of that. All right, so we're going to start frying these chicken legs. So our oil is nice and hot. It's not overly hot, so time to put in our legs. So I'm using coconut oil for frying, so it might be a bit bubbly. All right, so chicken legs this size, I will say about 5 to 6 minutes on each side. We just want to make sure it's cooked all the way through and not burnt on the outside and, raw on the inside. So we have come to the best part of the show, time to taste. But before I taste, I just want to make a quick, simple and yummy little sauce just to go with my chicken. So I'm using my Chatak's tamarind sauce and just some regular store-bought barbecue sauce. And I'm just going to combine this. So this is my tamarind barbecue sauce. Right. And you really don't need anything more than that. All right, so which one to try first? So our lasagna and our chicken, but let me go with the chicken. It's looking so nice and crunchy. So like I said, guys, I don't know if you could hear that already. The crunch. All right, so I'm gonna put some sauce on this chicken here. Let's take a taste. That's all. Yeah, I'm missing out. Look at the inside of this. Perfectly cooked. I should have named it to die for fried chicken. All right, so let me try my lasagna. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece here. And it is piping hot. Alright, so let me move this around. Ooh, look at that. Smells like heaven in here. Alright, so let me try my cooking. Look at that, guys. Perfectly cooked. I'm tasting all the flavors. Real comfort food. And if you can't eat hot food like me, wait until it's cooled a bit. Guys, a lot of flavors going on here. I outdid myself again. All right, so guys, we have come to the end of this episode of Stacy's Kitchen. Sorry, everything just tasting so good. Special thanks to Ravi's Poultry for this amazing chicken, and also Chatak for all their wonderful herbs and spices. And thank you guys for always tuning in, always calling in, and even those who try my recipes. So the number again is 393-ACTN. You can also call me or WhatsApp me at 287-5582. So our times, well, we had moved the times a bit. It's every Monday and Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. on ACTN The Voice. Thank you for tuning in again, guys, and see you then.